city, I always have to introduce the city to you, and I know I can't do that by myself. Nello is really busy, but I still have to let her come and tell me all we need to know about Port Harcourt. Nello, I know you're busy, but you have to get closer to me. Boss, can you stop? Thank you. Pass. It's allowed in Nigeria. Thank you. Nello.
Hi, everyone.
Nello.
Oh my God.
Nello, okay. Oh, that's a must.
It's good.
The Hag man is back. Hag 2021.
In Port Harcourt.
Thank you.
You know, you were here almost 2 years ago.
2 years ago, almost 2 years ago. And it's good to see you again.
I mean, you've been doing you've been doing so amazing.
Thank you.
So amazing. We're also proud. But yes,
I'm here again.
I know. And I'm happy that you're back.
You know, so many people out there don't know what Port Harcourt is all about. If you should tell us what is about Port Harcourt that we need to know, what will it be?
Port Harcourt, there is actually a lot of beautiful things about Port Harcourt.
Okay.
And one of those beautiful things is there's so many beautiful estates here, and we're standing right in front of one of them right now.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Golf estate.
Golf estate. Are you the owner?
Don't I wish?
Are you the owner?
I'm the owner in spirit. I wish.
Oh,
But
okay.
This is really amazing. I have friends that have apartments here, you know. So
you have friends that live here?
Yeah, I have friends that live here. They, you know, bought the apartments and stuff, and it's amazing. It's really nice.
Is it owned by an African?
It's owned by a Gambian, actually. Yeah.
A Gambian?
A Gambian
owns an estate?
Yeah, in Nigeria.
In Nigeria?
Built by Nigerians, too.
A Gambian?
Yeah.
Owner built by Nigerians.
Yeah.
So African connection.
Exactly.
Will you love to take me in there? Because I need to.
I would love to take you in, but I actually don't have access.
You don't have access?
You have to live inside. It's a very secure estate.
Wow.
You have to live inside to have access to the estate.
So like,
I know someone. I'm going to call someone right now that can take us.
I appreciate. Thank you so much. Hey, don't forget that Nello Okeke is also a YouTuber.
I'm a YouTuber.
Make sure you check out the description box. Go and subscribe. How many subscribers do you have now?
I'm at 57,000.
So we can take you to
200K.
So we can take you to 70K.
I'm okay, even with 60K. You know? Anyone but road to 100K.
All right, please let me know your friend and fantastic.
So what am I?
Hey, that's your friend?
Yes, Monique. This is Wademaya. He's a YouTuber, a blogger, the biggest we have in Africa.
No.
Seriously, I've heard so much about him. So good to see you in person, in blood and in flesh.
Thank you.
Really nice to meet you.
Monique, you live here and work here.
Isn't that amazing?
Amazing.
I live and work in the
Gambia.
Not at all. I'm a Nigerian. But above all, an African.
Thank you. Thank you. I love that. Monica, she told me that she knows you live and work here. And for me, I travel to learn. You know what? I really want to know how this whole project started. How long have you been staying here?
So put together 7 years now.
7 years? So which means you were here when it started?
Absolutely. I'm like the oldest staff of the company.
Tell me something that you think I need to know.
You need to know so many things. In fact, this beautiful golf estate that can stand and compete with any other estate in the entire world and in the globe started like it was just a big, would I call it a forest or a bush?
Empty land,
land that had so many trees on it.
Was it
in fact,
a swamp or?
Exactly. The phase 2 of it was swamp that we had to some fill.
Oh.
When my MD came with his ideas, his vision, I was like, is it really going to achieve anything? Is this possible?
I mean, the Gambian MD?
Yeah.
Yes, the Gambian MD, Mustafa Njah. I don't know if you've met him.
Not yet.
Not yet.
No.
Good. You'll meet him. Don't worry, I'll introduce you to him at the end of this video. When he came, I was like, this was so impossible to achieve. But he kept telling us, it's possible. I can do it. I can do it. It's very possible. And today...
I mean, you guys should have looked at him like, you this guy coming from Gambia, a country of 2 million people, you're telling us that it's possible in 200 million?
We actually thought that, but we couldn't voice it as our MDCU.
Vision, because look at here today.
That's why we call him our visionary leader.
Oh, right.
Seriously.
Visionary
leader. We started with this set of houses here called the terraces, the standalone 4-bedroom and 5-bedroom. After these were sold in 1 week.
No way.
These houses here were all sold in 1 week. We had not built, We were still clearing the site.
Okay.
We sold out. In fact, we sold off plan, without any form of construction on ground. People bought off plan. Is that not amazing?
I can't even believe what you're telling me.
That place was fallow. It was just a lush land. Nobody was living anywhere.
Which
We
means
are the first estate, the first real estate company that came into this place. We actually gave value to this place.
And the biggest in Port Harcourt, right?
So far, the biggest in Port Harcourt so far. But you are yet to see. You are yet to see what
even
the
this one that I'm
estate
seeing,
is.
I'm surprised. And he said I'm yet to see.
This is massive.
We have the block of. If you don't mind, let's go down and see what it's all about.
Definitely.
So Maya, you're welcome.
Thank you.
Typically, I want to show you our standard 3-bedroom. This is exactly how it is across board. Yeah, we have about 700 and something of this.
700?
Yes, because we have 38 buildings. Each house in 16 units. Or something of 3-bedroom, 2-bedroom. So it's about 700 or 500?
706.
Yeah, 706. So this is a typical 3-bedroom. The rooms are all en suite with a visitor's toilet. So this is the sitting room. We can go and check out one of the rooms to see what it exactly looks
I
like.
think for the ensuite is because of you being Nigerian. I think so.
Yes.
Because in Ghana you can have 2-bedroom house, 3-bedroom, and we share one.
One toilet.
It's not common here.
Nigerians.
It's not
Nigerians.
So let's see the last room.
Okay.
Yeah, this way please.
So, okay.
Yeah, so basically there's it. And this is the toilet.
Toilet.
Yeah.
Wow. And every bedroom got this.
Definitely.
That's
definitely.
incredible.
With a wardrobe.
Thank you.
Now we are in our phase 2 of the estate. Maya and Nello, this is our ground villa, where we have the ground villa of the estate.
Okay.
We have amazing houses here. On my left here, we have the terraces. Can you see it over there? Beautiful houses, lovely houses. What you see outside is more like you're not seeing anything. The inside is top notch. Over here on my right, you see these are standalone houses. See the greens, the colors, the houses with a different scheme. Yeah, good enough. We have the 4-bedroom standalone and the 5-bedroom standalone houses. And in this phase 2, we don't even have the block of flats at all. What you're seeing here is just the tip of the iceberg. The further we go, the more amazing it becomes. And I'll also take you to show you one of the amazing houses we have here. In as much as all of them are amazing, I'll just pick one out for you to see.
How many houses do you have in here?
Put together in phase 2, we have about 250 standalone houses. Isn't that amazing?
Amazing.
Can you beat that?
Oh my goodness.
You know the good part of this? It will amaze you to know that it's a Gambian that came here to Nigeria to do all of these wonderful works.
And he's working with Nigerians.
Absolutely. Most of the contractors he used there are Nigerian contractors.
Wow. Which means that Africans can actually make it in Africa.
We can make it Africa in the entire world, not just in Africa alone. We shouldn't restrict ourselves. Yes, they are. Coupled with the fact that many people think in Africa we live in caves and we live in lots of rocks.
We live in bushes.
We live in caves and we live in rocks.
Exactly.
And we are that developed.
Yeah.
Right now, I am saying this right now,
Tell them.
that this estate, the Rift of Gulf estate, can stand at par with any estate in the world, be it in Dubai, be it in America, be it in Canada. Just mention what you see here. Can you say it's not in any other part of the world?
Beautiful.
It's everywhere.
What would you say, Maya Nello?
No, I mean, it's incredible. Like, I don't even know what to say because knowing that it's owned by an African even gives me some kind of joy in my heart, you know, because sometimes when you see beautiful things like this,
It's not owned by an African.
It's not owned by an African,
You know.
And finding out that it's owned by an African, and you know, I read something about him. He didn't have like a university degree.
No way.
He didn't.
Really?
He didn't have a university
You know, that's
degree.
so common in Nigeria or in Africa. Like, a lot of people succeed without education somehow.
That's so true. That's so
Yeah.
true. He came here with this mindset. But look at it today. It was a vision initially. Now it's a reality. See how wonderful
how
it looks.
maintained it is.
I'm telling you,
You can
it's
tell
well
that the whole
maintained.
place is maintained, very clean,
And
no
the-
trash on the road. People are even walking.
Exactly,
You know?
and it's like it has created like employment for the people too.
A lot.
I'm an
Do you
example
know-
of
do you
those he
have an
created
idea?
employment for.
Do you have an how many people are employed here?
I could say initially when we started, we had the Senegalese that came from Senegal. We have most of them. In fact, they use local contacts here in Nigeria. I could say we had close to 1,000 workers.
Wow.
Engineers, we had the masons, and we also had the people that maintain the estate.
Yeah, even
So
cleaners
he really gave employment to everybody and most
1,000
persons.
people employed.
And I would say I am one of those also that got the opportunity to work and benefited from all of this construction from Mustafa and Joy. You will get to meet him very soon, don't worry.
I'm actually excited to meet him as well.
But I will tell you one thing, he's very busy.
Very busy.
But whichever way, I'll create a 5-2 minutes window for you to get to meet him and talk briefly with him.
But let me check one of the houses out, and I will definitely meet him.
That's fine. Let's go, please.
You're welcome, Maya.
Thank you.
Okay. This is our typical 4-bedroom standalone duplex.
Wow.
Yes.
It's beautiful.
Yes. And the good thing about this, from scratch to finish, furnishing everything, well done by Nigerians. The furnitures, the windows, all done by Nigerians.
This would work?
Definitely. Definitely.
Absolutely.
Definitely.
Like that. The chairs,
Everything in here.
the painting.
Of course, Nigerians can
Owned
do
by
this.
Africans, built and designed by Africans.
Definitely,
Wow, that's
definitely,
beautiful. These are the
definitely,
things that I really love to talk about. You know?
definitely.
And the kitchen alone is mind blowing.
I forgot to add, this is also a smart house.
Smart
You
home.
can shut the door, off the lights, everything basically, security through your phone.
Really?
Definitely.
Wow.
Anywhere you are in the world,
No, wait, like
Anywhere
anywhere
you
in the
are, you
world.
control it with your
you control with your handsets.
Wow. You can turn off the music, turn it on, switch on the light, open
The ACs, everything.
Let me know the cheapest building here. How much does it cost to the most expensive one?
Let's say it ranges. I would say the most expensive, let's go to about, that would be about $300,000 to $400,000. Yes,
with the swimming pool inclusive.
with the swimming pool, everything, close to $400,000.
Close to 400, the most expensive
The
one.
most expensive, yes, let's say $400,000.
And the one that we are in cost how much?
This is about $270,000.
Wow.
I can't even imagine what the
You see,
$400,000
do you understand what is going on in here? I feel like they built a community for everyone.
Definitely,
because they are way more affordable.
The apartment that we went to.
definitely, definitely.
It doesn't look like, I was like, on a normal day, these two buildings won't be in the same place. You know?
Exactly.
People just build small apartments separately and, you know,
Have a highbrow stuff for some
Yes.
high-class people. Yeah, we
Please,
try
you
to
know what,
cover everything.
I really have to meet the man behind it.
You will, Maya. I'll take you to him. So
You take me to
meet
him?
our visionary leader that made his vision a reality that we're seeing today. You'll meet him, but I'll tell you, he's a very busy person.
No, let me meet him. I will
Definitely, you'll get to see him.
Thank you.
Maya, Mr. Taff is really busy.
Really busy,
But in as much as he has a very busy schedule, I will want you to meet him before he leaves.
Where is he?
It's over here.
Hey!
I'm delighted to introduce my MD to you.
How you doing? I'm good. Yeah, but they told me you're a carpenter and you're in this car. I mean, these cars are not for carpenters.
I'm so busy now.
Not for carpenters.
Okay.
But I'll have time for you tomorrow, huh?
Okay.
I'll definitely have a lot of time for you tomorrow.
We have to talk.
Okay, we'll talk. We'll talk.
Thank you so much, and I'll see you tomorrow.
See you.
Thank you.
All right. Okay then.
Thank you. Thank you very much.
Monique, thank you so much for making this possible. But Monique, if you have a message for Africans, what would that message be?
Maya, do you know that Africans, they have the potential to harness what they have, but we really do not harness what we have because we have the God-given strength, intelligence. We also have the ability to do whatever it is we set our mind to do. Example of that is what you see right here in the Gulf Estate, built by an African, thought by an African. It was a vision by an African, but today it's a dream come true, it's a reality.
Yeah.
Lelo, you have a message for Africans watching us right now?
I mean, my message. My message would be never give up. I know as Africans we face a lot of obstacles, a lot of things trying to set us back. Don't let it set you back. Just keep going, keep striving, because we are strong. Africans, we are really, really strong, because I mean, we just are. So never give up.
The development of our Dalaba estate commenced in November 2018. Today, Dalaba comprises of over 350 affordable and quality homes with fenced and gated service plots. The estate boasts features such as surfaced dressed roads with interlocking bricks, solar street lights, and beautiful landscaping to be further complemented with 1,500 fruit trees. With accessibility to water and electricity, fenced service plot owners continue to develop their properties within a period of 24 months. Taff Africa Global has transformed a 20-hectare undeveloped plot into a fully functional residential estate, housing families comfortably. Taff Africa Global. Our experience is global, our focus is Africa. For information on any of our current and future developments, please call +220 776 2333 or 376 2333. The new Tulip Gardens, strategically located in Jambanjeli, off the new Sikuto Jabang Highway. Taff Tulip Gardens is set to comprise of finished 2 to 4 bedroom houses and service plots in sizes ranging from 220 to 570 meters square. Unique features include water and electricity infrastructure, solar street lights, all-weather roads, and scenic gardens. Deposit as low as $83,600 is only. We offer flexible payment plans, a 10-year mortgage plan with a 25% equity down payment in partnership with GT Bank, Trust Bank, and EcoBank, or an 18-month interest-free payment plan with only 20% deposit on the service plots. For more information, please contact 376-2333 or 776-2333 or visit our offices at Madiba Mall at Taff Bluefoot Gardens Estate opposite 5-Star Hotel.
So good to see that Africans are investing in Africa. I mean, it feels so good to see Africans from different African countries investing in other African countries. Don't tell me something like this is not beautiful. My brother, my sister, the revolution is happening. It's time for a borderless Africa. It's time for each and every African out there to know that Africa belongs to Africans. Don't be scared in investing in another African country. It's your favorite village boy, Mr. Ghana Baby, and I'm here in Port Harcourt, Nigeria to share an inspiring video that will make you go out of your comfort zone to also go out there and invest in another African country. The story I'm going to share today is about a Gambian man who moved from Gambia, came to Nigeria to build this biggest estate in Port Harcourt that you're seeing on your screen. You know what you need to do for me? Like the video, subscribe, and be part of the 700,000 YouTube subscribers. And you know what? I'm not going to talk too much. Come with me and get inspired. Hiya Maya. Mr. Mustafa, a Gambian that is making a huge impact in Nigeria. I mean, you're coming from a country with 2 million people, and you're making a change in a country of over 200 million people. But brother, how did you do it?
Well, thank you. I mean, I would say destiny. Destiny brought me here. But I came out searching for opportunities. Searching for opportunities, and if you're searching for opportunities in Africa, Nigeria is the place to be. Because Nigeria has a population of 200 million. You know, and since I can compete, I'm African, I'm human, I've got the capacity. If I want to expand in Africa, there's no place to be than Nigeria.
Nigeria is one of the countries that people from other countries don't want to hear. And you left Gambia to come and settle in here, which I think it's really incredible. I mean, so many of them watching us don't know your real name. My name is Wadamaya from Ghana. What is your name? And I know you're from Gambia. But
Yeah.
what is your name? Full name?
My name is Mustafa Njai, but everybody calls me Taff, like my company's name. Taff is short for Mustafa.
Oh.
So everybody calls me Taff. You know, so I am from the Gambia. I am 63 years old. I don't look as old as I am. That's why I left this out here, so we can make a difference. Yours is black, mine is gray. You know, but I've been doing this for 31 years now. My business has been on for the past 31 years. We started our business in 1990.
1990.
Yeah, but I left school, I left high school, and I started working as a carpenter. And so for the past 45 years, I've been working in construction and technical related areas.
No, let's get this clear.
Yeah.
You were a high school graduate.
Yes.
And then from there you became
In
a carpenter.
1975, yeah.
And you became
I had a passion for anything technical, working with my hands. You know, so at high school, I mean, I was very good in carpentry, in metalwork, in technical drawing. And I just followed my passion.
Did you go to university?
No, I didn't. Straight from high school, actually, when I finished high school, which was one of the biggest high schools in the Gambia those days, 1975. Where were you in 75?
No, I was not born.
You were not born yet. So, you know, so in 1975, you know, I left high school with my O levels.
Whoa.
So rather than pursuing my higher education, you know, I think it was also destined that, you know, I will be who I am today through this. But I followed my passion. I was in love with just working, you know, with my hands. So I taught actually at the school. I was a junior teacher, and then later I moved on to a technical training center as a junior instructor. Then later I worked with an international firm, you know, and that's really where my construction career started. I was employed as an engineer's assistant, and I was just willing to learn anything to do with building construction. So I went up the ladder, you know, from one thing to the other, being trained by highly qualified professionals. So I did it for about 15 good years. So apprenticeship is key, you know. So these days, young people like yourselves, you know, you want to run before you can crawl. So, you know, I did 15 years of working with others before I started my own business. So like all the mistakes I was supposed to do in business
was within the 15 years.
Was within the 15 years. So then when I started in 1990, I just shot up like a rocket.
I can't believe what is going on. I mean, you represent from grass to great story.
Yeah, from modest backgrounds, like most success stories, you know, I come from a very modest background, you know, family, you know, education, in a country that is also very small, the smallest in Africa, one of the smallest in Africa.
Have you ever done any project in the Gambia?
Oh, yes. I mean, we are actually the pioneer of private real estate development in the Gambia. We started it. Taff Africa Global was those days called Taff Construction. And then we migrated to Taff Holding Company. Then I diversified. I used to own a hotel. I did building material supplies. I did plant hire. And then finally, I came into real estate development. And the reason why I did real estate development, the story is all the same. My client base was mainly diasporans, people living in the diaspora. Because, you know, every African who's out there in the diaspora in the West, they're dying to get a home back in their country. And the story is the same. They used to send monies to their families, their friends, and they will never build a house. So I thought, look, there is a market, it's a captive market, where, you know, you've got these Africans who can afford to build a house, but they don't have the serious developers to build it. So I just started with some few, and then I expanded, and have now doing really mass development. Anything that's under 1,000, I'm not interested. Because my vision over the next 20 years is to develop 1 million homes across sub-Saharan Africa. And that's why we're in Nigeria. Nigeria has a deficit, you know, of over, nowadays, I'm sure it's close to 20 million. When I was here 8 years ago, I was told that it's 17 million deficit. And that's 8 years ago. The African population is growing at an average of about 3%.
Exactly.
And the supply has not been there. So obviously, you know, now there's a deficit just in Nigeria alone, over 20 million homes. So people like us, that's what we see as an opportunity, and we're here to partner with the right partners, and mainly one, government. In doing this, we need to partner with government. We need to partner with the financial institutions, the banks, so that they can finance the projects. And then, you know, in Nigeria, remember, there are 36 governments here, apart from federal. There's 36 states. So I call this the elephant of Africa. If you're looking for meat, you're going hunting, this is the place to be.
You came here 8 years ago, and the project that you've done is incredible. When I got here, I was blown away. Like, I can't believe that something like this actually exists in here. And it's not even for a Nigerian, but a Gambian. There should be one phrase or one code that keeps you moving, because what you've done is something that I think the whole Africa needs to come and see. That's why I'm here.
Yeah.
What is that one favorite quote that keeps you moving?
Well, you know, my role model is Nelson Mandela. I look up to him for a lot of things. I think every African should look up to Nelson Mandela. One, patience, you know, vision, you know, and also tolerance. So these are the things that drives me. And Nelson Mandela says one thing, that it always seems impossible until it's done. So when we came here, very few people believed in us. They thought, oh, no, that's another, you know, fly-by-night or a 419, as we say in Nigeria. Oh, he's a scammer. You know, he's saying, no, he doesn't need any money. All he needs is just the land. Oh, give him the land, let him see. And actually, even the land that I was given was all muddy. You know, this is River State. River State, there's no land. So we had to sand field 650,000 cubic meters of sand to be able to, where you are now, this was all water. At high tide, it will be 2 meters high, 2 meters deep of water. So we had to sand fill it. You know, from the river, we pump it, at times about 2 kilometers away. We'll get a dredger and dredge and fill it up, compact it. So real engineering really happened here. So it was always impossible. Some people thought, oh, this man must be crazy. So it's never impossible until it's done. So now it's done, everybody say, yes, it's possible.
Now everyone is.
So that's one quote that I want every African to remember. And it was said by Nelson Mandela, who is a father of not only the African, but anybody of African descent. Mandela says that it always seems impossible until it's done.
This is incredible. You mean like where we are walking right now used to be mud?
Yes, it's mud and it was filled with water. At high tide, you will have an average about 2 meters of water at high tide. So we used to walk here. There was a pipe, you know, about almost close to a kilometer long, that we had to walk on the pipe to get to the other end. So all this was sandfield. Where we're standing now, you couldn't walk like this. It was all mangroves, and then it was mud and also water, 2 meters deep.
How many hectares is this right now?
Well, 40 hectares. 40 hectares. The whole estate is 40 hectares of land.
You've been here for 8 years.
Yes.
And how many houses have you built so far?
We've built over 1,000 houses. Over 1,000. We have the apartments, which are about 600 and something hectares, 600 and something units. You know, then we have townhouses, we have villas. You know, in total, when everything is ready, it's over 1,000, about 1,100 and so on.
So which means you're still building?
Yeah, we're still building. We're building. We're still building. We've sold out, but we're still building.
You know, before I want to know your first ever project that you built in here, did you ever live abroad?
No, never. Meaning abroad,
Like
as in.
You stayed abroad to make all your money before coming back?
No. I was born, raised, and bred in the Gambia. You know, I am a made in Gambia product. I'm an African product. Everything I know, everything I have, everything I've made in my life, I made it in Africa.
And why are we saying, Africans are saying that it's not possible on the continent?
Well, it's because probably a lot of reasons. One, the right policies are not in place to encourage Africans, you know, to develop themselves and then to exploit opportunities. I'll give you a good example. Things like investor. Investor is synonymous to Western or somebody outside of Africa, not our color, not the black man. So, and I have that very often. People ask me, oh, who are your partners? You know, I don't need a partner. I can do probably what anybody can do who is of a different race. But in Africa today, anything big like this that you want to do, they think that it was done by somebody, as we call in Nigeria, Oyibo, meaning a white guy or a Chinese. And if you look at Africa today, we need to be very careful.
Yeah.
You know, because the African Continental Free Trade Area is on. It started 1st of January.
Exactly.
And you're going to have a population of 1 billion people. It's the biggest economy in the world. But what have we seen recently? We have seen all the big players, all the first, you know, the big players like big countries are now forging partnership with Africa. You know, Africa-China initiative, Africa-US, Africa-British, Africa-Europe. That is to get now Africa, you know, these guys still coming in and, you know, controlling our economy. It is high time that as Africans, we take ownership. And we hope that the African Continental Free Trade Area will empower Africans, you know, to take over the economy of Africa. And it can be done.
What will happen if Africans take ownership of what they have? What do you think will happen?
Well, you know, it will do a lot of things. It will eradicate poverty, because Africa is seen as the biggest, the poorest continent in the world. So if you empower Africans, they will create wealth. They will reduce unemployment. We see quite a lot of youth migration, you know, leaving Africa, going through the Sahara Desert, you know, going through the oceans, you know, into Europe. What, for greener pastures? So why are we getting all these things happening? It is because we haven't empowered Africans. And really what happens most of the time is that there is not the political will. We need to get our politicians to be committed in things like this, to make sure that Africans are empowered, you know, like African entrepreneurs to take over businesses. So employment is created, wealth is created, and then poverty is eradicated. This is the first project I've done outside of the Gambia, big project, and it's in River State, in Port Harcourt, which is called the Garden City. You know, this is the Garden City.
Yeah, and you know what? Let me ask you: of all the places in Nigeria, why Port Harcourt?
Destiny brought me here.
Hey, you keep on saying
I was destined to be here, but the problem is that, look, there was an opportunity, because then in Port Harcourt there was nothing like this. And remember, in Port Harcourt, all the oil and gas companies are here. This is where the treasury of Nigeria is. This is where the wealth is. This is where the oil center is. So you have all the oil and gas companies, and obviously they need decent accommodation. So, and it wasn't here. So accommodation for these expatriates and Nigerians, you know, were very expensive. So I identified the need. There was a need for it. Then I took the risk. Everybody said, oh, it's too risky, don't come here, you know, kidnapping, everything. But where there's no risk, there's no returns. So I took the risk, and obviously I have a partnership with the River State government, and that was how this was born.
You built an affordable homes, because this is, I feel like this has the quality and also very affordable. But I just want to know, you being from Gambia, who are the people who actually built this?
Well, it was built by Africans. It was a mixture of Nigerians and also other African countries. Because I live in Gambia and also I've done work in Senegal, and we have very good artisans that I had to bring in. I ferried 400 Gambians and Senegalese across the border from Senegal and Gambia all the way overland to here. But apart from that, what we did was we trained the community. You know, because the community also, as you know, there are people who were unemployed, you know, young people. We trained them, and today I have some of those contractors that I trained here who are working now in my projects in Gambia. From here, from Port Harcourt, they are now working in Gambia. Yeah, actually 90% of my technical staff in the Gambia are Nigerians. My project manager, my engineers, my quantity surveyors, my managers. You know, because look, we are an African outfit. We don't see borders, and I think that's what the ACFTA is all about. That Africa without borders. So any African that is qualified, that can add value to what we are doing, we will take you on board.
That's amazing.
Yes.
Mr. Mustafa, I just want to know what makes this golf estate unique.
The Rift of Golf Estate is very unique. One, it's very well secured. So you have over 1,000 families living, you know, within a fenced property, and it's all very well secured. So you can leave your kids to play around, you know, and nobody, you know, they wouldn't have any security risk. That's one. Utilities, you know, in Nigeria, utilities is an issue.
Exactly.
Electricity, water supply, sewage, it's all serviced. So 24 hours power, 24 hours water supply, 24 hours sewage. So that makes it very unique. And also it's affordable.
It's affordable for
Yeah.
everyone.
Yes.
So we have how many phases now?
We've got 2 phases. We've got the first and the second phase, and we are at the final end of just finishing the second phase.
And the final end of second phase is going to be what?
Well, it's mainly villas and the golf course. That's where the golf course is, and there's a golf clubhouse there. And we hope that by middle of this year, it should all be ready.
Mr. Mustafa, now I want to ask you questions concerning Africa and Africans.
Yes.
You know, you're from Gambia.
Yeah.
You came to invest in Nigeria.
Yeah.
Do you think that it's worth it for Africans to invest in other African countries, not just their own countries?
Yes, of course. You know, investment, there shouldn't be any barrier to investments. Because investments, you look at returns.
Okay.
So we should, as Africans, we should look at where opportunities are.
Okay.
And wherever there are opportunities, you know, obviously you mitigate your risk, you calculate your risk, and then you should invest there. And this all you do by doing the right studies, doing the right due diligence. And, you know, from my experience, having invested in Nigeria for 8 years, you know, I think Africans should look out, you know, for countries beyond where their origin is. And wherever you feel that you can add value, you can obviously make good returns, you should head out there. Because Africa should be boundaryless or borderless.
Do you think Africa is the future?
It is already here. We're not talking about the future anymore, because the African Continental Free Trade Area, it's in. It's on already from January 1st.
It's
So,
started working.
tariff barriers are going to be removed. You know, some tariffs are going to be removed. So if you manufacture or do something in one of the countries, you can move it to others. So it is, we're not talking about the future, we're talking about now. So Africans should get up and take ownership. Let's not wait for others to come and exploit all these opportunities.
If you had one thing to change about Africa, what will it be?
Leadership.
How?
Every leadership within our lives, we need to look at it. Political leadership, religious, society, social, you know, business. The thing that is bringing Africa down is poor leadership. If our leaders do the right thing, then Africa will shoot up. So if there's one thing that we need to address, we need to address leadership.
How do we address leadership?
By making sure that we train them with the right values. We need to start from a very young age, getting young kids, you know, trained with the right values, so that they will do away with corruption. Corruption is killing Africa. And we're thinking that it's part of our life to be corrupt. That even if you're not corrupt, they think that you are not really African. You know, so that should stop. And we should work on now creating future leaders by making sure that the good values of leadership is inculcated in their brains. They grow with it. They are disciplined. For example, like in Singapore, what do you see in Singapore? Lee Kuan Yew, you know, started around the same time that African president started. But he changed Singapore today. The reason is because there is discipline. You know, those who are in front are trained to have the right leadership values.
Singapore did not use democracy. Do you think Africa needs democracy?
That's another debate. I don't go into politics. I am an entrepreneur. That's another debate for me. Whether democracy or not democracy.
We do our business.
Yes, I do my business. And all I am saying is that, look, there are values in leadership.
Yes.
Some few values. For example, you should be disciplined. You should be honest. You should be hardworking. You know, you should have maybe a man of integrity.
Exactly.
You know, so just to name these 4, some of our leaders today don't have this. Today it's one, tomorrow it's the other. Or today you are green, the next day you are yellow. You know, you must believe in something. You must, you know, have confidence in yourself. You know, so there are really core values of leadership that every leader should have. And that is what is missing in African leaders.
We have so many Africans watching us right now. If you have a message to all Africans, both Africans in the diaspora and Africans living in Africa, what would that message be?
Well, my message is that, look, there's no shortcut to success. There are 2 things that you must do to be successful. You must be able to work hard and be honest. This is the formula to success. So every African, especially you, the young ones, should bear this thing in mind. Because I get this question quite often. You know, young people walk up to me, oh, Uncle Mustafa or Mr. Mustafa, I want to be like you. Can I share your story? I mean, it was hard work. It doesn't happen overnight. Your young African starts a business, the next thing is he's a CEO. My friend, you cannot start being a CEO. You have to start from the bottom of the ladder. and then build yourself up. You need to go through an apprenticeship, and you must be honest. You know, we must be honest in everything you do, your relationship at the family level, society, you know, business, you know, politics. We must inculcate in honesty in African society.
I just want to say thank you so much for talking to me. I appreciate your time, but it's not going to be the last time I'm seeing you because I get to know that you have a lot to share. You're from Gambia. You've done a project in Gambia, so I think I'll see you in Gambia.
See you in Gambia. Actually, in Gambia, we have, as I told you, we have a vision to develop 1 million homes over the next 20 years, and Gambia is our base. You know, we're going to build, you know, the biggest free zone within an airport in the whole of West Africa, 160 hectares of a free zone
In Gambia.
in the Gambia, and we are building our biggest estate, which really is my retirement project, which is called the Pearl Gardens. You know, we're going to build, it's over 300 hectares of land, and this time we're bringing agriculture into our estates. So everything that people eat should be grown within our estate.
You're retiring at the age of what?
At the age of 90.
Thank you so much for watching this amazing episode. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. Hey, we need to reach 700,000. I mean, this video should get 1 million views. You don't think so?
But then you will pay me then. We have to share now. That's the bit.
No,
I'm very Nigerian now. In Nigeria, there's no free lunch. Everything you have to settle. So please, Maya, you have to settle me.
No,
Let's agree. Everybody's
agree.
watching.
Okay, everybody's
Please
watching.
subscribe to this video. And
Thank
remember, when we hit 1 million,
I'll pay
I'm
you.
going to share with Maya. Huh?
You know,
So subscribe to
because
this video.
is full of inspiration. That's why I'm saying that every African out there need to get a piece of this video. Do me a favor, be part of it. Share this video to friends and family. Aya Maya. Peace out. That was a good video.
Thank you.
Walu aduna biye puwaru fagarulen arulen